With the full moon on February the 5th, an inner quickening can be felt where you notice that those inner shifts are happening. Your life outside of you is starting to align with more ease and things are just happening and falling more into place. In this video today, I want to share with you 5 key things that I think you should know about this beautiful full moon on February the 5th so you too can make the most out of this inner quickening that is now happening. The first key thing is that you will now feel somewhat of an inner stirring to really move ahead on your ideas, to really take those actions. You may even have somewhat of a sense like you just came out of a period of just kind of being on pause, of a period of inner preparation in a way, and now you're really feeling like, okay, now it's time to really act. Now it's really time to move ahead. Because we just recently got out of the post-Mercury retrograde phase. Like we had Mercury retrograde that ended around the 18th of January, and like the 2 weeks after that is still that assimilation phase, like, you know, still kind of finishing up what you didn't really complete during Mercury retrograde. So if you felt somewhat of that phase of just kind of like inner preparation, kind of tuning in more, checking in with yourself to see, well, what do you want for this year? How do you want to move forward? Things like that. And maybe you even felt somewhat on pause, like, you know, you wanted to move forward, but it's just, there wasn't much drive there. Well, that is now shifting too, because this whole inner quickening also means it really kind of activates you. It stirs you to move forward, to act on all those beautiful ideas that you have received, you know, during Mercury retrograde, right after Mercury retrograde, and especially now, you know, as we're moving into this full moon energy, and you may even get more ideas. Just write them down, because now you're really getting that inner push to take action on that, to move ahead, to move on those ideas, the insights, the downloads that you have received, because it will truly help you then align yourself to that higher lifetime, that higher soul's path of yours moving forward, because 2023 is all about the embodiment of your soul's path. So be aware of those ideas that are forthcoming, and then act on that, because now you will feel that to really act on that. Then the second piece here is that now is also a great opportunity to realign and recommit to your intentions, the goals, the desires, the ideas, all of the things that you have set for this year, the things you want to accomplish this year, all of that. You now have that opportunity to recommit to it. Because like I mentioned, you may feel like you're coming out of somewhat of a preparation phase. You know, you're coming out of this phase of feeling on pause. You're really feeling that inner stirring to move ahead. Well, you then may also want to then recommit to all of your intentions. Maybe even check in with your intentions. Are they still feeling in alignment? And if not, adjust them, tweak them, make them so you really feel in alignment with them, and then recommit to them. Like, yes, this is what I want for this year. Nothing less, but always something better, right? Recommit, realign to them will really help you then also get even more ideas, get more insights, right? Which brings me into the third piece here, is that you also feel more ready to really act on those ideas, to take action on those ideas that you have received, because as more ideas are coming in, right, make sure you write them down, tune in, and act on the ones that are most in alignment with you right now. Now, one thing here about ideas that I want to mention is that you're often given many ideas. All these great ideas that sound absolutely amazing, but it doesn't mean that you have to act on each and every one of them. Because some of those ideas, they're just being given to you, but meant to be applied later on, right? So what you can do is write all the ideas down that you're being given. All of them, write them down. And then tune in for each one. Like, okay, is this a right now? Or is this a later? Does this feel in alignment, or maybe not? Because certain ideas that you're being given, because you have free will, so you're being given many ideas that you, as the human being with free will, get to choose from. So you can tune in to see, okay, which of those ideas do I really feel in alignment with, that I feel ready to act on? And then also ask, is this a right now, or is this a later? Because sometimes you're being given ideas just to kind of sit with the idea, to prepare yourself for acting on it whenever you get to go. And you will have that too. You will be given ideas to just sit with, to internally prepare yourself for that. And I mean being prepared for it, because sometimes these ideas, yes, they sound great, but maybe you're not quite ready for that yet. And instead of saying, oh, I'm not going to do that, just write them down. Like, okay, I'll act on it whenever I feel the calling to act on it. But then act on the ones that feel most in alignment with you right now. And then just let go of the other ones. You know, some of those may expire, that maybe 6 months down the road you're looking at the list and some of those ideas you've written down like, they don't feel good anymore. Perfectly fine. Just scratch them off your list. Or you can maybe just keep them and then maybe later down the road they feel more like, okay, I really do want to take action on those, right? Because yes, some ideas, they do have a shelf life, right? If you don't act on them, you just outgrow them, or they just lose the energy behind it, right? Which is perfectly fine. That's why you're being given many ideas. And the more you act on those ideas, your life will then change. Your life will then transform, because you're moving forward. You're moving towards what you're really here to do. And it will also uplift your life, because you're then taking action on those things that really mean a lot to you. And of course, it's going to uplift you. It's going to uplift your life. You're just going to feel so much better because you're acting on those things that really come from soul, that really feed your soul. Okay, so just know that now you are also a whole lot more ready to act on those ideas as well, to really take action. Then the fourth piece here is that your life is unfolding before your eyes, where you may even realize that things just falling in place. Things are moving ahead with more ease. There is less struggle to really take actions on that. Maybe previously you felt like you want to take action, but it felt like going through mud. Well, I mean, we were going through Mercury retrograde season not too long ago, but now things are really, it feels like it's moving forward again. You know, things are aligning. Things are falling into place. Things are moving ahead with less struggle, with more ease, and things just come about with more ease. So that's another thing, is that you will see that you may even pay attention to your life, you know, maybe all areas of your life, or maybe an area that you felt like was absolutely stuck. Allow yourself to see how things are now starting to move forward. Now, this may take a little bit, because, you know, think of it like that. When you're going backwards and you're trying to move forward, you can't just then go backwards for a little while and then start running forward. It takes some time. So that's how things are now unfolding too, because like I said, we just came out of Mercury retrograde season as well. So there's also that somewhat of a flow, you know, it's starting to, you know, speed up. Like I said, there's this quickening happening, right? But it needs to start somewhere, right? But you're noticing that life is starting to fall in place. And then the fifth piece here is that because of the inner quickening, you also feel somewhat of an energetic shift that is happening as well. Like an energetic opening, where previously the energy may have felt stuck, where things felt more challenging, or you felt more held back. That is now lifting as well. So there's really that opening up of that energy, right? Where maybe you felt before, you felt really stuck in your life. Now that too is shifting as well. And because of all that inner quickening, you're also actually vibrating higher as well. You're aligning yourself to that higher frequency of your soul, your soul's path. So you're also feeling that inner energetic shift as well. So a lot is really happening with this full moon on February the 5th. And I really want to invite you to take some time out to really tune into each of those 5 things that I just shared with you, and allow yourself to maybe tune in to see what additional messages coming up for you, what ideas are trying to come to the forefront. And it takes time and space to really open yourself up to receiving the insights. If you're always just constantly busy and doing and so distracted by life and by the things that you're doing, it's often hard to receive the message. So I really want to invite you on or around the full moon to just sit somewhere. Sit in silence. Yeah, maybe you can listen to some meditation music, some gentle music, just to get into the mood of really feeling relaxed. Maybe light a candle, have your pen and paper handy, maybe do a little meditation as well, and just tune in and just open yourself up. Really imagine your mind just opening up to the ideas and just welcome them in. Write down whatever comes to mind. Maybe you're even getting insights into anything that you may still need to work on or work through. Write it all down. That's the best thing that you can do to really allow yourself to tap into the energy of this full moon. But here you go. You have the 5 key things to know about this beautiful full moon on February the 5th. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, do me a favor, hit the like button. Maybe leave me a comment below. Let me know. Are you now noticing the shifts too? Are you receiving more ideas that really feel exciting to you? And are you feeling more ready now to really act on those ideas? I would love to know. Leave me a comment below. And maybe while you're at it, even hit the like button. Maybe even share it with someone. I would greatly appreciate it. But thank you so much for being here. Now be sure to check out this next video here about magnetizing your desires so you can really call forth and bring in your deepest desires for this year. I think you're going to love it. I look forward to seeing you again in the next video. Until then, make it an amazingly abundant, successful day. Namaste.